Alfie, I met Iceheart. Her name's Isel, by the way. But then she teleported away. That took longer than I expected. What news, Archon? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. That do wonders for their fight against the heretics. Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it, too. Well be praised, Archon. We may yet turn this situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Arsart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle, and Philia and Oriange have been busy perusing the archives of House Forton, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you're intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Alfie, buy a jacket, you're rich enough. See, Minfilia bought a jacket. Some people know you go to cold places, you buy a jacket. Not Alfie, no. Nope. Alfie can never change his outfit. And complains about the cold the whole time. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Forton. Trust your time has proved fruitful? What that it had. Oriange and I scored countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing on one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet, in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Forton. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. Unless you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halon that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that the faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would hold the value of her of the lives of. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. But that it told us more. That man is awfully prismatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna drop what I'm laughing at in the chat. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. You understand why I'm losing it right now, right? I remembered there being some meme around she laid down with dragons, and when I was trying to find it, that came up. The sole exception being good King Mogomog XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mogul's Guard. I don't know which is my favorite, the actual post or the response from Certified Astronaut. Saint Shiva may differ, but what are the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation. Yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetheryte, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, they can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. Pray that you're right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Carthus is vast, and Isart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Isart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Yuhasa can apprise you of the details. The task is complete. Come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Minfilia bought a coat. Minfilia wore a coat to Carthus. There you are, Akka. Commander Levailleur instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danafin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Fine. I won't say it. Where are you, Danafin? You appear to be hurt. Those balls, my ankle is on fire. Cut my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danafin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Tracker Archon at your duty. Service. Yeah, words. Guys, this is Danafin's Pass. Fine, I guess I'll look from over here. Oh, found some fresh prints. Where's Bel Air? Tracks lead southeast. Guess I'll go to the southeast then. Sam, what are you doing here? Heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast in Yuhasa? I think you mean the Eastern Zone. The heretics split up, so we did too. Is that a... No, okay. Yeah, that's the emote for /doubt, by the way. And it says you question the person, but slash question is apparently not an emote. Look who's getting punched in the face! You're kind of sturdy. What's up, Yu-Yu? How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice that they doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Can't see what you're up to. Draw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? It can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I shall need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Thanks for, asking. I don't think you're my supervisor. Through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats. The knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Sup? Well, stay with him then if you think you'll fare better. I think it's quite likely that you will not fare better with me. No, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it is drunk deep. No, I've done nothing wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Can I fight them yet? Fancy meeting you here, Archon. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. Came to our attention in the course of our investigation into the Ivy. Beggar's belief, I know. But it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yuguri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alfino is too kind. I fear my people, and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you when the investigation is complete. That is 100% a reference. Hey, Mel. There is no way that is not a Taken reference. That is a most generous offer, Lady Uguri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, I know that I shall never be far. Shall always be watching. I'm good. It's Friday, it's Final Fantasy time, and we are plugging our way through 2.4. Goal is to finish up this patch so that next week we can do Hildebrand. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have some new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. Gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is.